Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Trade by Numbers. If you hate making money, this is not the channel for you. If you like making money, if you like learning about stocks, cryptocurrencies, and investing in general, be sure and hit the like button for me. Hit the subscribe and notification bell so you don't miss any of the videos I got for you. Did a couple of great videos over the weekend. Did a deep dive on Ethereum. Talked about where it was going, how I felt about it as an investment. Definitely go check that out. If you missed it, you're going to get a wealth of knowledge. If you own any Ethereum or are thinking about buying it, you're going to want to check that video out. So let's get into it. We have a lot going on this week, and we're going to cover a bunch of that. Of course, we're going to talk about some stocks. I'm going to give you the picks of what I'm trading and what I'm looking at. So let's get right into it. Now, I bought a couple of stocks on Friday. I recommended them. Signature Bank and IMPP. Now I picked up some IMPP down at just about 39 flat. It was like 39.02. Picked up a position in that. I feel good about that. Oil's up just a little bit. We know we're trading in that 38 to 42 cent range. So definitely if we move up and get pushing up close to that 42 cent range, I'm going to look at getting out. And likewise, if it comes down lower, we'll look at lowering our position as long as we hold that 38 cent level. We break that 38 cent level, then we don't have any nearby support levels. We would definitely want to cover ourselves and just get out of that position and see where it's going. Now, with that being said, Signature Bank. I said I love Signature Bank. I got Signature Bank down at $173.50. Absolutely love that price, and we're going to see where that goes today. Of course, Signature Bank is one of my very favorite banking stocks out there. They're part of the blockchain. They just got a lot going on for them, and I think they're well undervalued right now. Even some of the cheapest analysts out there has this going to $250. So I feel good about that position. Now let's talk about what we got coming up and what you need to be aware of this week. We have the FOMC meetings coming out. So the Fed's going to talk. They're going to decide what type of interest rate they're going to give us. A lot of people out there is fearing that they're going to hike 100 basis points. Now I personally don't believe that they're going to go up 100 basis points. I believe they're only going to go up 75 basis points. I did a video yesterday talking about why I believe they would only do 75 basis points. But the Fed are smart enough to know, or at least should be, that you can't just hike the interest rates and it immediately affects the CPI numbers and all. So they know that it's going to take a little bit of time for it to work. People already aren't going out and getting loans, etc. The interest rate hikes are doing what they're supposed to, and I believe we'll find that out on this coming month's CPI report, because I do believe inflation's going to start coming down, and then we hit peak inflation last month. I've been saying that on here for a while. Ever since we got our CPI numbers last month, I've been saying that I thought that was going to be peak inflation, and now look for it to start pulling back. We've had energy prices coming down. Cost of building materials and stuff's been coming down, and that's been my case for why I believe that we were going to move forward and have a better rest of the year than what we've had so far. Now, Stockmo, he did a great video this morning actually talking about that very thing, so giving a little credibility to what I'm saying. You know, he's out there also seeing the same things. If you never checked his channel out, I suggest you go check out Stockmo. He does a great job of historical data. So let's keep talking about it, because the FOMC meetings is not all we've got coming out this week. Now another big catalyst we got coming out this week is the GDP numbers. They're going to come out on the 28th, and that's going to basically confirm, despite how anybody tries to spin it, that's going to confirm whether we are or in a recession right now. 2 negative GDP quarters, which is every 3 months, will tell us if we are officially in a recession. We already had the first quarter was negative. If this quarter's negative, then it's official. We've been in a recession for the last 6 months. Now, a lot of people are saying if the GDP numbers come out good, that we could see a pop in the market, and that's very possible. However, what I'm looking for, actually, what I'm hoping happens, is that it comes out and says that we're already in the recession, that we've had 2 negative quarters of GDP. And the reason I hope for that is the market bottoms out before you're out of a recession. Now, the market's been declining since about October of last year. Definitely since November of last year, we've been dropping pretty hard. We've been dropping all year this year. No doubt about that. Now, if we've already been in a recession for at least 6 months, then it could be that we're on that point where we're starting to climb out of that recession. And I think a lot of people are starting to see that if we're already in a recession, if we've already been in a recession for the last 6 months, and oil continues to come down, building prices, inflation comes down, that's going to set us up for a nicely moving forward economy, which will pull us out of that recession, and it gives us kind of a forecast of the near-term future. Now, I think if GDP comes out and it's not bad, then I think it's going to scare people a lot more, wondering when that recession's going to get here. Now, that's just my 2 cents on that, but that's kind of how I see it. So I really kind of hope that the GDP numbers come out, they are negative, proves we're already in a recession, and then we can start to rebuild. Anything can be accomplished as long as we know where we're going. Now, that's still not all we got going on this week. We also have big tech reported. Big names out there. Among my favorite is going to be Apple. Now, these tech giants is kind of been what's been holding the S&P 500 in place and keeping it from free falling. Now, if it comes out and these tech giants are doing poorly, that's not going to be good for the market. You know, you got Facebook is one that especially, or Meta now, that they're expecting to have bad earnings. Even though Apple, they're expecting to have good earnings, you do have to realize that a lot of their business is over in China. China has had a lot of issues lately, a lot of lockdowns, a lot of economic issues. So we really need to watch and see how the reporting goes. I think that how these companies report over this coming week is going to have more effect on the market than the FOMC meetings or the GDP numbers combined. So that's just my take on it. I'm going to be keeping an eye on it. If you want some good solid stock picks that's going to make you some money regardless whether the market's going up or down, be sure and stick around with me. And of course, remember, I'm nobody's financial advisor. I wish I could come on here and tell you, buy this and you're going to make money, but I legally cannot. So anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. But definitely follow along with me. At the very least, paper trade with me. See if the picks I'm giving, see if they're panning out for you. And let's do it together. Let's build your confidence. Let's get you trading if you're not already doing it. If you are doing it, let's take it to the next level. And always remember, if you're not trading yet, you want a great trading platform, go to my link below, download the Webull link. Take you about 5 minutes to set up. Deposit $1 into the account. Not even spend $1. Deposit it. It's still your money. And get 6 free stocks that could be valued over $12,000. And at a minimum, you're going to make $30, $40. At the bare minimum there, that's a huge ROI on $1 of investment, and you didn't even spend the money. So definitely take advantage of that. If you don't already have the Webull link, get it. And like I tell everybody, more importantly than getting it, more importantly than the money, is the knowledge you're going to get. Because once you get the account, I want you to build a watch list. I'm going to be doing a video of kind of setting up a watch list, something that anybody can do, just a broad spectrum of stocks that I like. Set up a watch list, look at it every day, a couple of times a day. You know, it takes just a few minutes. Look at them, start understanding how particular stocks move. That's going to give you the basis of knowing when the numbers look right. And that's what we're all about here, is trading by the numbers, finding out when they look right and what we can do with them. We want to keep our emotions out of it. We never want to get scared or excited and FOMO in and, wreck our accounts. We should keep our emotions out of it. We trade by the numbers and we make money. So, until next time, remember, never trade with your emotions. Always trade by the numbers. Be blessed.